you call us all forth to have this capacity to listen, to have compassion, and to trust. In what we're talking about in psychotherapy, or people who do special work in large community, who have chosen to do as their life work to do this. Do you have any ideas about how they can develop and grow? You talked about evolving humanity and how they can be good at psychotherapy, good at ministering to children and helping others who are vulnerable.
I say there are a number of things. One is to accept never to be a success, but to live an event. Because if we, like in psychotherapy, if you have to go into the idea that I'm going to be the curer, then you're already sunk. You have the capacity or the formation, and then you're hoping that something will happen. I mean, the whole reality of psychotherapy is that somebody brings up something and you can respond to that something which you couldn't have imagined. Almost the words that come from you, you didn't know you had them. And the words that come from that person. So there's the idea of accepting the moment, tasting the moment, living a moment, which is something about believing in life. The quality of listening is also to be extremely vulnerable. That's to say, to listen to what you have to say, which is going to bring something up within me, which I don't always know exists, and I cannot plan it. So also there's that whole reality of an empathy in psychotherapy. That, I mean, there's a slight difference there between Jung and Freud, is that with Jung there's that acceptation that somewhere we have to be concerned by each other. And as we sense, like as the person who is the client, if you call it, sense that you are concerned, not that I get better under your influence, but that life begins to surge within me. I mean, that is your hope, and it's the hope of the client, that something happens, that life begins to surge, and there's a vision that comes, and so on. But there again, I think that the gift in L'Arche and the gift of therapy is somewhere to be poor, and to realize, yes, maybe I have certain gifts and I have a certain formation, but fundamentally we have to believe that we're part of the same humanity, that we're both broken, that somewhere we need each other.
If I could use your own words back to you, you said it's to find what is unique and what is precious inside of every human being, and find that in yourself, but also find the broken parts, and to know there's not a separation. How do you continue your own energy, growth for your new challenges throughout your life?
I think there are a number of things which keep the energy going. One is the base. I have a base. I'm not a traveling salesman of relationship or community. I mean, I have a base. And that base is we have fun. We laugh. We cry. And it's somewhere about a base of my humanity. And I'd say about the base for my body. And that's the home in which I live with Albert and Dédé and others. So
there is a place for work, and there is a place for laughter and joy alongside of misery.
It's something about celebrating humanity. And we have a lot of fun. We fool around. So there's that base. The other thing I think inside of me for the moment is that I'm seeking. It's something about seeking, what is the most precious in people, the seeking of the mystery of God in people, vulnerable people, but also this discovery of the vulnerability of God. So it's an exciting thing to discover a God who is terribly vulnerable, and I dare say naked. Whereas frequently we've been given another vision of an all-powerful Son. So it's something about vulnerability. But that doesn't mean to say it's always easy, because I have also my defense mechanisms. I have, because there are defense mechanisms, behind the defense mechanism there's anguish, behind the anguish God knows what there is, and so on. So I know that, that there's fragility within me, but it's okay to be fragile, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's not always okay to be in anguish, but that's okay. This is how it is. I mean, there is a reality, and I think I'm learning to love the moment, taste the moment. But also, I need more and more to put words on things. There was an Anglican theologian who said, you might have a good spirituality, but you need a good theology and a good anthropology. You have to make sense of the chaos, because even inside of chaos there is a movement towards healing. So,
well, I'd like to thank you for being a healing person yourself. You are unique, you are precious, and thank you for touching my life and all of our lives with this. We are evolving in our spirituality, and you are part of my evolution in spirituality. Thank you.
Thank you.